All right, so now we're really going to get into some serious blues in open G. Really get that real, well, just a real bluesy sound. Something that you would probably hear a lot in the Delta. Very similar to what we were doing with Little Son Jackson's The Gambling Blues. But just so you get an idea, again, of the chords that we're using in this song, you have a G, the open D in the bass, a G7 by just borrowing your first finger on the first two strings at the 3rd fret, and then adding my 3rd finger on the 1st string at the 5th fret. There's a full G called G5 because there's no 3rd or no B note in there. Another little G7 is this. You get this. Get a D note and a B note in there. That makes a nice little G7. You have another little G7 here. Okay, you get the B note, the G note, and the F note. And you have yet another G7 up here. You get this, you get it way up at the 10th fret. Here you got the pinky on the 2nd string, 12th fret. First finger on the 3rd string, 10th fret, and the 3rd finger all the way over on that 4th string at the 12th fret. You get this. I'm kind of leaving that 1st string out. You can kind of like maybe get your pinky, just kind of flatten it out a little bit. You know, get that, deaden out that 1st string a little bit. So these are various different chords you can use in blues. And these are all the various, especially in the key of, well, this is open G tuning, and that's what we're playing in the key of G. You've got lots of choices of G chords and G7 chords that you can play, say in a 12-bar blues. With the C7 chords, you've got a nice one. It's exactly like the C7 here, but we're just using these 3 strings, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string. And instead of putting my pinky there, I just find it's easier to put my 3rd finger there. And remember again that the 2nd and 3rd and 4th string hasn't changed. So anything that you're familiar with as far as anything, chords or single notes along the fingerboard with these 3 strings, they haven't changed. So you can see the C7 here. Now there's another C7 here. Now that's the same thing we did at the 10th fret for the G7, but we're doing it here at the 3rd fret for the C7. We have a nice little G7 here. It looks like a D shape, but it's basically just on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string, right along the 8th fret. That gets you a nice little C7, a C chord there, C7 chord. And then finally we have this C7 chord with a low G in the bass. The 6th string, and then the other 3 strings, and then finally the high 1st string there. So you got a lot of choices for a C7 chord. And finally a D7 chord. Here we have just the C and the A note, okay? And we're just going to get that. Now I'm going to avoid hitting that 6th string. I don't want to really hit that 6th string. Now there's no F sharp in there. It's no 3rd, just that. And the next one, like we did our C7 here, we have our D7, just moving it up to the 3rd fret. Again, avoiding that 6th string. And like we did that G7 here, with the pinky in the 3rd finger and the 1st finger, and we did the C7 here, the D7 is the same shape, but moved up to the 5th fret. And like we did our C7 here, Our D7 is moved up here. So all of these chords can be used in playing, say, a 12-bar blues. You can have a lot of fun with these chords going back and forth in this tuning. And in the next video, basically what I'm going to do is we're going to get into the first verse of this open G blues song. So here we go.